Hey everyone, it's Mike. How you doing? Figured I'd do a short little update video here while I'm waiting for my wife to get ready to drive. And we're on a nice long run. Picked it up in Pennsylvania and we're dropping it off here in LA, which we're about 75 miles away from the final shipper. So for the most part, we had a pretty uneventful trip, except for one little thing. So apparently Allison got into a game of Dogeball, but with rocks. And I'll wait for this guy to go by. I guess you get to be in the YouTube video now. Well, same with this guy backing. Well, anyways. Great, they're going to think I'm recording their backing. Here, I'll come back. So anyways, I'm back. I didn't want that trucker to think that I was recording and backing up, because nothing makes a truck driver more nervous than backing up when the cameras are out. So anyways, what was I saying? That's right, Allison was playing a game of dodgeball with rocks last night, and that happened right there.
Yeah, some mean truck was passing me and he threw a rock up at our pretty truck.
Yep. Smacked the windshield.
He decided to just throw that old rock right up there. And
you know what's hilarious about it? There's another little tiny chip, I think right there.
oh, you're right.
And I picked that one up a couple nights ago, but I was telling my wife about it and said it's not big enough to fix yet. And then she says, "Oh yeah, hold my beer." Anyways, yes, I am a rebel. We're in California and I'm idling the truck.
Oh yes.
So
we gotta stay comfortable. Come on, California.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
So take that, Gavin Newsom. So anyways, what other kind of fun did we have? Oh yeah, the load before this, I had kind of an interesting. Here, maybe I'll turn it around so you can see me. See my nice, clean, unshaven face. Anyways,
hello everybody.
We did another load, not a video. We did another load from what's the name of that city in Florida again?
I'm hiding back here. Sorry.
What's the name of that city in Florida again that we picked up?
We went to Palatka.
Yeah, Palatka, Florida, up to Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's appropriate to say the name of customers or not, but we'll just say it was a big paper mill.
Oh yes.
In Palatka with 4 or 5 gates.
Oh.
And sure enough, I went to the wrong gate.
Oh yes.
Which is, when there's 5 gates and they're out of order numbered on top of it, which is really strange. It goes like 2, 3, 5, 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Being new and the first time there, you might go to the wrong gate occasionally. So that's what I did. And anyways,
I think it was like 1, 5, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so I turned into gate 1, which is also where the GPS said to go. But GPS's lie. I was supposed to go to gate 4. So pulled up to the guard shack. He said, "Yep, you're at the wrong gate." And I could tell that I was not the only one that's ever done this. So they had a route all laid out for me. Go through the gate, turn left, and then there was a parking lot where you're able to turn around and come back again. Well, the problem was that I was right at the end of my shift when I was tired, and it was obviously dark because it was at night, and it was really foggy out, so it was
really foggy.
It was kind of hard to see. So I found the parking lot, made the turnaround, and on my way back, I don't know what I was thinking. I was supposed to go past the first turn and then go back to the guard shack at the second turn, but I accidentally took the first turn. Now, it's probably kind of hard to visualize this, but this mill had like yellow barricades and poles.
You're talking about the yellow deer, right?
Yeah, the yellow deer. I don't know if everybody knows what a yellow deer is.
That's true. Those big yellow steel things
poles,
that you don't want to run into.
Fences, random pipes sticking out all over the place. It was genuinely an obstacle course.
It was an obstacle course.
So I took that right, and in making the right, I literally had like 2 inches off my front left bumper and like 2 inches off the corner of my trailer. going around a pole that was conveniently placed right there. So after I made the turn and started going down and realized I don't recognize the scenery, I knew I had screwed up. So I figured, well, I'll probably find a place to turn around.
Nope.
And went through a fence, and then the road deteriorated to a dirt road.
It was sending us back to the logging trucks were going.
I didn't know that. I don't know where it was. I didn't know that at the time. But anyways, I did find a T intersection on the dirt road where I could, make a right turn, back up, come back again. And then when I came back, again, it's hard to visualize, but I couldn't make the right turn because of the way that they had these barricades and stuff set up. There's no way that I would have been able to turn and come back in enough for my trailer to follow without hitting a bunch of barricades, pipes, and who knows what else on my line side over there. So I decided to go left. Well,
And you had
again,
that big dang pole to deal with again.
yeah, again, because of the way it was set up, like I couldn't set up for the turn as well as I did when I first took the turn. Now, theoretically, you should be able to make the turn. If you made it one way, you should be able to go back again. So, if you kind of visualize, I had to kind of go forward as far as I could, then back up and start doing these little maneuvers to get the trailer out as far as possible, and then try and go this way around the pole. Well, in the process of doing that, a guard came out in his truck and said, "How confident are you that you can make this turn?" I said, "Well, I'm giving it a try, but to be honest with you, I'm not 100%. He said, "Well, the reason why I asked is the last guy that tried to make this turn got stuck for 4 hours."
And he said
I
a
was
pretty
like,
seasoned driver.
Yeah, he said he
got
was,
stuck here for
and
4
he was,
hours
and
trying
he
to
said
turn.
he was a seasoned driver. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't do this. Well, even by this point in time, it was even hard to back out of there because now my trailer was angled towards the fence, and I was able to, through a bunch of maneuvering, get the trailer and the truck back straight again, and missed the fence by about 6 inches or so. So then I had to back out into that dirt road and then around a pretty steep corner. Now, going forward around the corner was plenty easy enough, but going backwards was a whole nother story.
In the dark with the fog.
It was in the dark with the fog. I literally could not see the road past the trailer.
And there was not much, there was like a drop off where a lot of real loose sand on the sides of the...
Yep, that's where I was going next. I had my wife out spotting me, so, she kept saying, crank the wheel harder, you got to get that trailer to come around.
To the right.
I said, well, the problem is that the sand was so soft on the side of the road that I knew if I put the tractor into the sand, I would have been stuck. I would have needed a tow truck at that point in time. And, with the fog and everything, it was literally like, back up a foot, get out and look. Back up another foot, get out and look. Oh, shoot, I got the wrong angle. Now I got to go forward 6 feet. Back up again. So it took me to, eventually I was able to make it around that corner, and then he...
and it was not only around the corner, you had to go between this gate over this little tiny culvert
with
bridge thing at an angle.
And again, with random pipes sticking out. I don't know what these pipes are for, but I didn't want to take one apart. So anyways, finally made it around that turn, and then we backed up to the next turn, and then he directed me back out the gate that way. But that whole ordeal took over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So finally made it back out, found gate 4, went in, checked in with the guard gate, and then because they're paper products, you got to stop and clean out your trailer, and then they do an inspection. So I backed into the inspection site, pulled my brakes, went off duty with 3 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. So by this point in time, Allison had been awake, but she hadn't really been getting ready for work. She was, helping guide me and stuff like that. So I was nice enough to go back out and sweep out the trailer while she got
I appreciate
ready.
it. I really appreciate it.
And then I was nice enough to park the trailer.
That was very nice.
And then go find the next trailer.
Yes.
And then I almost got lost finding my way back out again with the new trailer.
Oh, man.
They must have thought that I was just a nincompoop.
Well, maybe if we go there again, we'll try to do it in the daylight.
Well, now, if I go back there again, I know where to go.
Yeah, we'll understand what they mean by the gates.
And you know
gate to go down.
And you know what's funny too is when I got to the guard shack at the correct gate, I went up to her and said, "You wouldn't believe how lost I got." She says, "Yeah, I heard." So
well,
we must have been.
We were the only truck, though.
We must have been the talk of the town there for a minute.
Yeah, I suppose we were. You see that Swift truck wandering around? They look completely lost.
Yep, completely lost. They're probably just shaking in their boots, hoping we don't take down one of their pipe assemblies.
Oh, they did. It was obstacle course. That is a great way to describe that place. It was definitely an obstacle course.
It would be a really good place to take a rookie and just set him free. Oh, well, maybe not.
With a lot of guidance.
Yeah.
With a very good trainer.
As a tow truck drives by right now, saying, "You would need one of me if you do that."
Yeah, that was an adventure. That was the start of our time back out on the road. So we're like, oh, well, welcome back to the road.
But we were pretty thankful. The weather cooperated. The weather's been beautiful the whole time.
Highlight of my time has been seeing that wonderful convoy.
Yes.
And thank you all for those who watched the video that we posted about that. That was really something to see, guys. I mean, just the amount of support, you know, as I was driving, just real quick if you don't mind, I was driving up to that rest area where we stopped and filmed, and driving through the state of Illinois, and I was able to be the westbound driver that was honking and waving to the people on the bridges and on the sides of the road.
Much to my chagrin as I was trying to sleep.
Yeah, poor Mike wasn't able to sleep much that day, but I really felt like I wanted to do my part to show support and appreciation for all the people who are coming out.
And Allison gets really enthusiastic. It's not just one little honk.
Well, I'm excited. I see all these people out there with their kids and their dogs, and they're waving their flags. It's wonderful.
I kept waking up to honk, 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 honk. I'm like, one will do. No. It's a big thank you, because I'm coming from the west, so they were expecting to see trucks coming from the east, and so sometimes it took them a little bit to realize where the honking was coming from. Yeah.
So I had to make sure that it was me, and then I'd wave to them as I went by.
But it was pretty cool. They had
amazing.
They had cranes up there on some of them bridges with giant flags and people waving their flags at the trucks going by and stuff. It was really cool.
Oh, I saw people of all ages, young, old, all ethnicities. I mean, just everybody is out there.
It doesn't
showing their support.
You know, it doesn't matter where you stand in the political spectrum or whether or not you even agree with the truckers doing that. It was actually pretty cool just to see people out there with their flags and you know, expressing their gratitude of this country.
Well, it just feels good to be a trucker. I mean, you feel really appreciated, and it feels like just such a small thing that we can do to, I don't know, just ensure that everybody has freedom of choice. It's so important. That's what our country was founded on.
Yeah.
I mean, look at our history, you know. Ragtag band of rebels that left England and came over here to start a new life. I mean, we're kind of getting back to our roots again a little bit, you know, fighting back against the establishment and reminding them who they worked for, basically. I think they forgot.
And the other thing that was kind of cool about it was we were in Illinois at the time, and initially the state of Illinois had said, "Please don't come here."
Well, it was the leadership, it was the government of Illinois. Yeah.
So basically, they had kind of reluctantly said, "Yeah, go ahead and pass through, but you know, don't block traffic or break any laws." And you know, that was not the intent of these truckers. Like, we had the CB radio on, and like they were even like reminding each other to stay out of the passing lane and not to impede traffic. And you know, if you watch their videos on YouTube and stuff, they said time and time again that, you know, they want this to be a peaceful thing. So.
And can I do a quick plug for two of the people that are on the convoy that are doing amazing live feeds? I got to do a shout out to Trucker G and Mrs. G. They're doing fantastic live feeds. They've been from the beginning, the whole way. They were the second truck in line, but they are both he's at least a truck driver, and they're recording, you know, as they go down the road. So I have to do a big, huge shout out to Trucker G, and also to Oreo Express. Oreo Express, it's two gentlemen in a car, and they're going with the convoy, and they've both been doing just fantastic work, keeping up with with what's going on there. So
Yeah.
just need to do a plug for both of them.
So, I mean, this is not, I don't intend this channel to be a political channel by any means, but, I'm going to talk about things that are happening in the trucking world.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I'm going to talk about things that we see on the road. So, I thought this was something pretty cool to document
Absolutely.
and bring to my subscribers.
And at the end of the day, we're all Americans.
Yep.
Wherever we stand on things, we're all
Yep.
Americans, one way or the other. We're all in this country together.
Yep.
So it was just the energy from that. It was palpable.
Yep.
The excitement, the people that came to cheer on the trucks, and then they just see the trucks honking and waving. The drivers were waving, and to the people that were there waiting, showing their love, and
Exactly.
and all the flags, and it was the coolest thing. So neat, powerful. So
Yep.
that's been the highlight of my week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fun week. This is one of them weeks where it's worth it to be out on the road because of the things you get to see and do and stuff like that. So
And now we get to deliver this load and then get that truck in the shop to get the
Yep.
windshield replaced.
And it's due for a B service also, oil change
yeah.
and things like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we might be down a day or two. We'll see. I'm not even sure if we have an appointment yet, but I got to stop and get that windshield fixed. To be honest with you, I was biting my fingernails a little bit over the thought of going across that California scale, but they were closed.
A good day to be closed, right?
Yeah. Which is pretty rare for California. Anyways, I think we got one more scale to go over between us and the shipper, though, unfortunately. So
Well, we'll tell them that we're
we'll tell them we're literally on our way to, with one little stop on the way to get it fixed. So
Yep.
I think they probably would understand. I mean, these things happen. It literally happened yesterday.
Yep.
So anyways, there's actually a lot more stuff I'd like to talk about, but we only have about an hour leeway at this point in time to get this load delivered on time. So I probably better log off and let Allison get ready to go. I'm just finishing up my shift. And
We want to thank all of you who have been following us, and it was so nice to hear those commenting that they were happy to see a video from us again. So
yes,
we've been a little bit, I guess we've both been a little procrastinator on that front lately, and so we apologize for that.
yeah, just been pretty busy and whatnot. So I'll probably talk about that some more too, some of the other stuff we've been up to. Anyways, peace out.
Thank you for following our channel, and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye. One more thing for all you fine folks that have made it this far in the video and not given up and clicked on to the next. I didn't want to leave you all in suspense. Did he make it into his parking spot? Yes, he did. Peace out.